Okay, we're good.
getting in there.
High
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah, so it's not like a paved cobblestone road, but they widened the path and made
Yeah.
sure to clear like fallen logs or cut trees that were too close.
Right. Make a clear path in and out.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who would
And
like to recap? Oh, but before that, what were you going to say?
oh, nothing. Just if there wasn't from our exact current location, we can always go up and around, up and over, get to the keep because the keep was north of the city village.
Yeah, I do think we're gonna have to drive around to the road that goes to the keep because we were at that farm and I don't think we've moved.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. Okay.
Who would like to recap? Hawk?
I was gonna say, is this even a question anymore?
It
Okay.
is, but it is rhetorical.
Oh, okay. Okay, where did we start last time? We were wrapping up the gnome thing. The gnome thing. Getting those tools for the gnomes back in Three Rivers. We needed to finish exploring the basement. Rana did not go down there because Johnny went down there and found a spider. At first it was like invisible and just talking to us and we couldn't see what it was, but then he went down there and there were webs and twitching things cocooned in webs, and so Rana did not go down there. But I think Althea and Tonus went down there and they started they made a deal with the spider because the spider wanted magic. And so Tonus and Johnny traded one each of their magic items for the chest of tools that the gnomes had just lost. They were stuck there. So we have those now. Then Rowan sent it back to the gnomes using Speedy Courier. Is that what the spell is? And we headed up north. We did not kill the spider since we did the trade. We headed north to Shifnal from the spine. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that happened in that village, but I don't think
No,
anything
you
really
guys-
happened.
You guys got in the wagon and were like, we don't need to be in this village ever again, and left.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's true.
Probably true.
So we headed north and we saw some totems, like kind of maybe forming a ring around, and we weren't sure how big the ring was, and we weren't even sure it was a ring. But the totems were like facing towards us, so we just drove past them, and then we met an Orome elf, but he seemed to be under the service. Not seemed to be. Whatever. He's under the service of Tizira, the, oh gosh, what is it? Tender, who I think is an emerald dragon, because she asked for the sapphires that power the tank as tribute through the elf. She was not personally there, though he did invite us to go see her, which we declined. And we did not give him the sapphires. We didn't give him anything. We were just like, no, she doesn't really have a claim here. So bye. The dude also there was a rhino there, which presumably was his mount. The guy also had a pendant with, I believe, an emerald and a topaz gem in it, and somebody made an Infinity Gauntlet reference because that's a fair point.
I made a Del Toro Quest reference, but apparently that's too deep a cut.
I'm sorry. I probably didn't register it. Sorry.
It's extremely niche.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Extremely
You're gonna see adventure
Yeah.
books and YouTube series.
You definitely lost me on that.
Yeah, right? I was like, I have no idea what that is. So we kept going. We went around the village that we encountered because it seemed to be within this area that Tizira had laid claim to, and we didn't want to deal with any fanatics there. also demanding tribute for Tizera. So we just went around, and then we finally did pass through a second line, seemingly, of totems. That, again, seems to mark her territory. We went then to Milburn. Is that how you say it, Jacob?
That is how I say it.
Okay. Okay. So we went to the capital of Milburn, and
No,
there
like
was
the first time. Milburn?
Oh, question mark. Oh, I see. And there was an encampment there. We saw a couple of flags flying. One of them was Duke Davis's, and the other one was the flag of the King of Gresha. And then later we hid the tank in some trees and then went into the city, and then found out that Duke Leto is there, and he is setting up a tournament to celebrate his kingship and the fealty that Davis has sworn him. We got some news from the barmaid. Tara, was there anything specific that you wanted to highlight? Because I can't remember. Anything other than like Leto was there.
Yeah, just the fact that Leto had decided to call a tournament and get as many of the dukes and barons as were in all of Gresha to come to a tournament. And I know I immediately went, it's a trap.
Yeah.
And I think everybody else kind of did too.
Yeah, definitely felt like a trap.
And the if Leto's king, we need to GTFO.
Right.
Yeah.
And
or
then
at the very least, like if it's not a trap, he probably has a bad taste in his mouth around us, so we probably shouldn't be there. It'd be rude. Crash his party like that.
Right, because once we left, Althea told us that apparently Havelock had told her that Leto had ruled that she was a criminal or something, and might be trying to execute her. So then we left. I almost skipped over something. Or, no, I did skip over something. Ambrose asked the party if he and Valis could have the Ember, because they're thinking about trying to destroy Urrath to free Ambrose, because otherwise Urrath is going to devour his soul.
I mean, eventually, could put that one on the back burner a little bit.
Right.
We got time.
But, so we talked about it as a party, and we were like, we're not going to give you the Ember right now, but we are behind you and we support you. So in general, I think everybody is pretty favorable, or was pretty favorable, in terms of like maybe eventually not hitting up, that's the wrong way of saying that, taking out Urrath. Maybe, we'll see. Deities, we'll just run around slaying deity level people. So after Milburn, we headed to Shifnal. Once we got to Shifnal, we found demons everywhere. Even little pudgy, I think they were little pudgy guys, tilling the farmland. And we talked to the one farmer who, we tried to help him find his son. We never did find his son. We did rescue his daughter, but we didn't find his son. And he said that most of the farmers have been offered this help, but they also are worried about the crops being cursed, and apparently it has to do with the new management that has rolled into Shifnal thanks to Cause. And I guess the sheriff picked a fight with a demon. He's the only one that's been injured because he did. I guess he picked a fight. And then he decided that he didn't want to be sheriff anymore. So he's just kind of hanging out in his cottage, I guess.
He was fairly badly injured, wasn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, he picked a fight with a demon that was causing some ruckus, and I think they said something along the lines of the demons are under orders to not directly hurt anybody. However, since he picked a fight, the demon sort of laid himself out, or sort of laid him out.
Well, I think the farmer said that the demon showed restraint, so it might have just legitimately been the demon was defending himself because the sheriff picked a fight.
Right.
Not that I blame the sheriff for picking the fight. It's just like
No,
you don't
yeah.
want demons running around in your town.
Right.
Yeah, they're
So
always
I
over
think
there
that's
making things smolder, whatever, lighting shit on fire. It's not a good look. Oh, public nuisance.
Oh, and I do think we found out that the person that is overseeing the renovations of the keep is also probably a demon, but I can't remember like 100%. Um, maybe that's the Dargulath guy right there. Is that Dargulath?
It is.
Aha!
Hmm.
Right.
He's said to have small horns and splotchy black and green skin.
Ooh.
Oh, Dargle. I wrote down Gargoloth with a G instead of
That's his brother.
Gargoloth and Gargoloth, the twins.
Anything else? Did I
Godfrey and
forget anything?
Godfroy.
I think that's what we got.
Gargoloth tries to make gold out of Smurfs.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
That sounds very awkward.
So I think that was everything. Did we have any like big cliffhanger endings at the end of last session? I can't remember legitimately.
Well, I know Althea. This is what we've been RPing about this week. Is Althea was concerned about going to the keep because if she shows up, then there's probably nothing, stopping our cause from just showing up and stealing her soul. And so she was considering going out either to Bluestone, or we talked about maybe sending her to the Underdark. Other solutions were presented as well that were not as well received. Which again is okay.
Yay, RP.
Yeah. And then Althea had a really good suggestion where we, those who are divinely oriented. That's a weird way of saying that. Anyway, we went to go pray and get guidance from our deities, and that seemed to be very helpful. So now we're all just going to go to the keep together.
Even Valis pitched in on that one.
He did, though that went right over Rana's head. She thought they were talking about something completely different.
No, he was doing the whole tea leaves thing, except that in this case it was leech entrails.
Delicious.
You know, leeches are an Underdark delicacy, don't you know?
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that papyrus font.
What?
Sorry, in the memes.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
look at those. All right. Does anyone have anything else to add? I like the frog one.
Yeah, if I can do a sidebar very quick, my favorite book of the Del Toro quest was the Maze of the Beast, the purple one on the bottom left, because it was a big sort of minotaur-like maze with this big slug creature in it, and the reason I remember that is because the minotaur equivalent was called the Mighty Gluss, which is just slug backwards.
Nice.
I looked at turning the A. It looks like it's Del Tor space A space quest, but no, it's all supposed to be one. The Delta Aura is all supposed to be connected.
Yeah.
With
It's not Deltor a quest.
Not intentionally.
Not
anyway.
a choice, like Delt or a quest.
Pretty
That's
bad
bad
typeface.
turning.
That wasn't great.
Okay.
Speaking of minotaurs, if you search out that comic, know that a lot of the content is incredibly raunchy. So, I think a lot of them are hysterical, but I share only like 3 or 4. So, the decision was made to continue towards the keep, avoiding the town. It sounds like, if you can, and so you return after speaking with the farmer to the engine and begin to move off again towards the north. Oh, that's a lot of books.
They're very small. They're very small and very short, but they are near and dear to my heart. Anyway.
I like the ghost Yoda in the one that's in the second column, second row.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's a good one. It's a good book. They're all good.
Oh.
I love them so much.
The emoji crown above Qui-Gon in the
Oh,
top
yeah, I
of
know,
both
right?
over.
Okay, wow.
Sorry.
We're just scattered today, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Sorry. Hey,
It's
they
okay.
got to share their Scholastic books. These are the books I was buying up during those Scholastic book fairs. That's what I
In this
wanted.
D&D session,
Uh,
let's have
100%.
everybody take a sidebar to talk about what we were reading when we were in, like, 6th grade.
Anything I could.
Right? Yeah.
Valid.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know if that's like an inspirational. I had a lot of struggle reading, so anything I could read, I did. Or if it was just everything I got
No.
my hands on. No.
Anyways, anything and everything I got my hands on, and some things I regret. But anyway.
They do mention trundles forward when a loud crunching sound is heard as something strikes the side of the engine. And a moment later, you see what it was. It is a giant arrow. It isn't really a ballista bolt. It seems too small for that, but it's much too large for a standard arrow. I mean, if you were to take one of Rana's and put it side by side, you'd find this one probably a good foot longer and maybe a few inches thicker.
Oh, so it's like one of those Urukai
Since
arrows that fill up poor Boromir at the end of Fellowship.
Bigger.
Look around for Urukai.
It's tipped with an arrowhead of bone.
Did it pierce the hole?
It did.
it actually pierced the. Ugh.
It came from the side of the wooded forest that surrounds the eastern portion of Shifnal.
Oh my god.
Huh. Okay.
And a moment later, and you hear other impacts as well, just not in the same area that you're in. This is a big engine.
Really quick, just for, like, theater of the mind, the arrow that's stuck in the side with the bone tip, is it just stuck in there, or is it, like, fully pierced through, we're sitting inside and we can see the arrowhead?
You can see the arrowhead. It's probably embedded, it's probably pierced half foot or so.
How thick is the armor on this thing?
Holy
Pretty
shit.
thick.
Yeah, that's
From the cockpit, the driver's area, Tonist could see off to the right, to the east, where these woods are. You can see crimson-skinned humanoids that retreat back into the shadow of the trees after firing these giant arrows.
Oh no.
I shout down what I see.
Is that more of a Maria's tribe?
That's not good. Nope, that's not the fuck.
what?
No,
What, Rana?
those are the Orome, probably.
Orome, sorry.
She looks
What's-
at the arrow to confirm. Jacob, does that
Yeah, it fits.
wonderful.
What, another elf tribe?
Yeah, they're the elf tribe that's currently at war with mine. And then my
Oh.
dad killed their bell holder, and I have their bell.
Your dad actually killed a bell holder?
Oh yeah, I mean he's the bell holder that tried to kill my mom. So Dad and Grandpa didn't take kindly to that.
Okay,
Must've
there's a whole lot
been
of
a
news
weird
you still
honeymoon.
haven't shared with us on.
Yeah, we haven't had a ton of. Well, we have now, but previously we haven't had a ton of time to talk.
Okay, so do they have something in particular in that clan that is big enough to wield a bow? That
That's a good question, Jacob.
Um,
Would she know what might be launching these arrows?
big ones.
the elves?
Oh, okay. They're just firing them.
I tell Liger to gun it.
Okay. Yeah, the engine I get the scene from certain movies where like they're racing and like just more determination, and somehow that makes the vehicle go faster. No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna win.
Liger does
Oh,
Liger
would
does
you
a
not?
Fast and Furious where he just swats the stick around a little bit and we're going faster.
Oh
Are
god,
you
this
not
reminds me.
pressing
In
the
Gurren
pedal all the way
Lagann,
down?
the energy that powers the mechs is the will to fight. So the more they yell, the more powerful the mechs get. It's wonderful.
Okay, so the engine continues forward. It's slightly faster with the. That's such a silly trope. A final arrow strikes the engine before the echoes of impact end, and yeah, about 400 or 500 feet down the road, they stop completely.
I'll drop down through the hatch and be like, "Hey, Rana, you friends of yours?"
No, no, definitely not. Decidedly enemies. And just to clarify, these guys don't want to talk. They're just gonna fight us. So I'm not gonna try to talk to them, and they're not gonna try to talk to us. In fact, if we tried to talk to them, they'll probably just use it to their tactical advantage to like kill us faster. So
I'm gonna take my hammer and snap off the arrowhead tips that are piercing through.
Yep.
And
All right, go around
then,
the cockpit. And
as we're
snap off.
moving, since Liger's driving, can I use mending to patch it?
Probably. Unless that spells like must be.
It's
less than
I'll just put it in the thing. There we go. Johnny, want to help?
No, yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
good.
You can do that. Okay, so you go around while Liger continues forward, mending these punctures.
Actually, that's not a cantrip that Johnny has prepped.
Oh. Well, never mind then. I'll do it myself.
I help out with prestidigitation.
You just hide the hole.
You can push the rest of the arrow out of the engine after the arrowhead is snapped off.
Yeah, that was the intention.
Yeah.
Rana is
No, I
gonna.
meant with prestidigitation. That's how he helps.
Rana is
Amber
gonna
says-
to like sneak a peek like out whatever porthole we've got to like watch the tree line.
Yeah, with the engine moving forward, you don't see any of the elves. It seems that they were back behind in that spot that they were firing from. Losing
Now
arrows from.
Now we know that we have them on the east side of the forest.
Oh, they're gonna follow us. They're not gonna stay there.
I mean, this place really turned into like a bad neighborhood when we left.
Is this not the road we took when we left?
It is. Yeah, you left down. You took the south road out of Shifnal, and
Man.
you're taking that same road up.
There
to
went the
Shifnal.
neighborhood.
Unfortunately, in the last conversation that I had with Arcaz, when he was still going by Thaddeus, I think I made an unwise edict, because I told him that so long as he did not harm my people and did not entrap them in his little games, if he felt like helping them, he was more than welcome to. I did not expect this.
Yeah.
Likely more
well-
leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And demons also have different definitions of help than us, probably.
Oh, absolutely. And he wants my soul, and I told him I wasn't playing his little games now, but so long as he didn't harm any of my people, I would eventually play his little game, and I think he probably thinks that's now.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
few minutes
Wow.
go by as the engine rolls north, and you're coming in sight of the village proper, the town square and the docks that hang over the edge of the lake. And you can see still the ruined um, temple on the north side of town. The keep itself is located in the forest, and you have a way to get there by going around, not go into the town itself. What you can see though, without going in, is that there's a large, maybe 10-foot tall demons just sort of hanging out in the town square. There's a table set in front of him and a carcass of some woodland animal, probably a boar. And tentatively, people will approach, and it carves a piece off and hands them some meat, and they walk away.
Huh. Okay.
Does it look like it's cooked or raw?
From this distance, it's very difficult to tell, but it does have the. You can see a like a cooking station, so it is possible that it was cooked. But you're sort of hanging out on the edge of town and looking in, so it's 100 feet or so away.
I need a demonologist.
The demon has two large arms with pincers on the end, and then two smaller arms underneath that with 5 fingers on the ends of hands.
Ooh, okay.
Nope. And no, I don't think religion's gonna do me any good here.
Can I do like a history check or something to see if Arcos ever told Ambrose about them or something similar to that?
Would Rowan recognize this type of fiend?
Sure. History, probably not the best. I think religion is the best for this.
So could Johnny make a roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to do like a couple of rolls each, see what you recollect.
Oh, do I have knowledge religion?
I mean, everyone. It's either you're proficient or.
Yeah, I'm not proficient with.
Oh,
And I am
Wow.
not.
Sucktacular with all of my pluses.
you rolled the same number as Rowan. Yeah, so Ambrose and Johnny can recognize this as a Webrezu, which is spelled thusly. It's not a extremely powerful demon. But they are sort of physical enforcers in a way.
Do they have much in the way of
Okay.
spellcasting ability?
Very little.
Okay.
They do have some.
Okay.
Their spellcasting ability is, what's that, a 14?
Yeah.
It's very little. I guess Ambrose could relay that they have a couple powerful abilities, confusion and power where it's done.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
they have
Oh, yeah.
your
I
favorite
relay that.
attribute, which is magic resistance.
Yay.
Should have guessed.
In fact, as you're watching, you can see sort of a glint of something on its chest that's shiny, a metal thing.
Try and get a better look at it.
It's passive perception. Hawk, is the Is your passive perception? You get that bonus from the feat, right?
I think I've added it.
Yes, you have. I just wanted to make sure that I understood that correctly.
Yep.
I don't always.
I have no idea where my passive perception is on this character sheet.
It's in parentheses next to where it says perception. I believe yours was a 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you look on attributes per perception, to the right it says wisdom +5. And then
Oh, got it.
parentheses.
15.
Oh,
Got it.
dear.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
so does every skill have a passive on
I
it?
don't. I mean, I guess in a way you could.
They're all labeled as passive on here.
Right. Yeah, I could utilize it for some things, but most of the time I don't think there's any call.
My
for it.
passive sleight of hand is 23. Can I just like open things?
I don't. Why your sleight of hand is so high? Oh my god.
Maybe open things, but you could do a hell of a close-up magic show.
Right? Oh, where'd the arrowhead go? It's in your ear. Oh, did you just kill that guy?
The 23 only applies when pickpocketing or lockpicking.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Rana
Oh,
will
'cause the
relay. Sorry.
Good.
Rana will relay that the metal thing on that thing's chest is a badge, and he seems to be the sheriff.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Weren't we like chill with the sheriff of this place before we left?
Yeah, he got his butt beaten and he retired.
Oh, we were the opposite of chill with that guy. Okay.
No, we didn't beat his butt. The demons did.
Eh.
He picked a fight with the demon. It
Well-
kind of trashed him, and then he says, "Okay, I've had enough, and I'm gonna go over here and fish and drink for a while."
That's okay.
So, assumedly, this might be the demon that trashed him, or at least after guy was trashed, this is who Arcos gave the new sheriff badge to.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because isn't that Althea's job?
Oh.
To appoint
Yes,
sheriffs?
But I wasn't in town,
Okay.
and no one consulted me.
So,
Besides which, he's acting more like a cook quartermaster now.
Also, as part
Maybe I
of the
could go up
agreement,
and
didn't-
insult him that way. No.
As part of the agreement, didn't Arcos also get some like barony power from you or something?
it's like a baronet?
Baronetcy was granted to Thaddeus Pembroke. And-
Yes, to Thaddeus Pembroke, who
Althea
Arcos is
pointed out.
not.
Right. Right. So yeah, you have a way to get to the keep if you would like to. After seeing this scene of apparent altruism, this demon sheriff is handing out meat to villagers as they timidly approach. It seems that with the way that there seems to be like a line, so either this is something that happens and they're warming up to it, or they're just sort of coerced in some way. It's hard to tell because you aren't.
Gotta wonder what
close
kind of
enough and you
meat.
don't know what they're saying.
Gotta wonder what kind of meat it is.
We need more intel, and I would rather do that from a safe place.
I'd go talk to him.
Safe-ish place.
Ambrose, do we want to talk to him now, or do we want to keep going to the keep? And then we can talk to him later.
Either way. I don't know. I think the fact I was literally in bed with his boss might give me some sort of demon clout. So
Well, or you broke
unless
up
you-
with him, and so
Right.
it might be kill that guy. I hate him.
nah, demons are all about that like weird power structure respect stuff. I'm probably good.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Ambrose
Well,
says,
that's a good
very
idea,
unsure of
Ivor.
his own words.
I mean,
Valis, come on, back us up here.
Uh,
Is Valis
He-
rolling percentile?
no. What the hell? Sorry, I'm correcting a typo. He takes out a crossbow that looks like the groove of which is just filled with lightning. It's different than the one he's been using, and says, I'm ready to back him up any way he wants.
Oh,
Ambrose,
winks.
buddy, if I may, going and talking to the X's enforcer might not be the best play at the moment. Props to you for wanting to be civil about it, absolutely. But I don't know. We may want to deal with the bigger issue of the keep first.
that is
know,
true.
Pick our battles. This is too many battles. We need to put this battle back.
Could we get the Doom engine past this guy? I thought like the line of people was blocking us or something.
No, that's in the town square itself, which is it's like about 100 feet from where the engine would have pulled up, and
Oh,
there's-
okay. So we can.
We're
There's
just traveling through.
a space between where the buildings are and where the forest starts that you can roll around.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to actually approach or just head to the keep.
Making good points. Let's go see what's been happening to the keep since we've been gone. I think
Yes.
we can come back and sort out this town stuff later. Hail the conquering hero sort of type beat.
Yeah. If we make it through, then we've got extra clout on our side, and if we don't make it through, then it's no longer our problem.
That's
That
the right
is
attitude.
accurate.
Man only speaks facts.
You roll the engine towards the trail leading towards the keep. There are, when you first came to Shifnal, it was seldom used as the keep had been abandoned. There wasn't a proper baron in the village for quite some time. Now there's well-worn grooves of repetitive wagon passage. The engine, of course, obliterates those as it rolls through. On towards the keep. The keep was located about a mile from the village, and still is. They aren't that good. As you roll up, you see that they have extended the tower some. What is it? It was about so two stories or so, roughly, well, maybe one story, roughly 60 feet tall now. A lot of the stone that they used, or stone work, is the old foundation and tower that stood there, but they've added quite a bit. There's repaired the curtain wall itself. You can see in the southwest corner of the courtyard is just a huge building with giant gates that look pretty much just wider than the Doom engine itself. And then there's a smaller set of gates next to in the middle of that same wall. Those are open. You can see that there are a pair of the pudgy gray small demons that you saw working in the fields that just sort of stand near those entry gates.
Like they're on guard duty,
Not
or access control.
They don't look particularly guard-like. They are
Okay.
they're just sort of milling about. They don't look very threatening.
Okay. Thank you. Would it be a safe assumption that the ginormous building that is just wider than the Doom engine would be the garage?
It is a safe assumption.
Ah. Hey, Tonus, looks like they got the hoopty shed ready for you. Try not to scratch the paint when you park it. He just kind of smiles.
Scratch the paint that is no longer existent. Got it.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
And also perforated by arrows.
Yes.
Paint.
Did we have time to paint it?
right? Doesn't mending do? No. That's what prestidigitation
There
is
you go.
There you go. Mending for fixing it, prestidigitation for the fresh coat of paint.
Give it flame job.
Do we have a magical garage door opener, or
Gates should be open, right?
You were not given a clicker, no. The gates to the courtyard are, but those are only about 10 feet wide. The
Oh,
engine
okay.
would just smash through the walls if you tried.
Let's not do that.
that's a good idea.
Which would probably undo quite a lot of work.
Yes,
Some people angry.
That's counterintuitive. I'm willing to go out and see if I can get somebody to open up the main hangar doors for you.
I mean, I can hop out and do it. Liger's driving.
Huh? Shall we?
I should put my face out there because I don't want you shot at as interlopers.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
should just go together. Yeah.
The Baroness and her retinue, as it were.
Please don't say that. No, I hate that, Johnny.
Yeah, I know. That's why I do it.
The only thing I split, bananas. Let's keep the
And
fuck that was. Yeah, I
Banana?
totally just roll up.
Johnny's gonna side eye Ambrose for a second and see if he's completely sober yet or not.
Right. Oh, I did forget that. Ambrose like downed Johnny's whiskey and like I don't know, one go.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that too. Hold on.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was like a day ago. Wasn't it?
Yeah, he's probably sobered up by
Yeah.
In a couple
Probably,
days.
it was a long
Yeah.
rest ago at least. Yeah, so he's no longer hungover either. Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking.
He's fine now.
Yeah, long
Yeah,
rest cures
good.
all conditions.
So,
God, I wish
so-
that was real life. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
No kidding. Too many times I've woken up in anyway. So as soon as the tank stops, Althea will open the door and step out, shield in hand.
Okay. As
Clear the way for
as,
everybody else to.
Ambrose
As
will follow.
as Althea appears outside the engine, you see the pudgy creatures. They sort of stiffen and stand up straighter, but it's difficult because of their form. So it just kind of looks like someone took a beanbag chair and sort of smushed it together so that it was thinner, but it's still kind of lumpy and not very straight.
Wow.
Poor things. I kind of feel bad for them.
They stand impassive as the gates of the garage are opened up. You see a splotchy green and black-skinned creature descending from the stairs that lead into the keep, and is headed in your direction. Where's the brown and red of the barony?
I think we found the foreman.
Well, quite possibly.
Call out Dargolov.
You see him smile and call back, Baroness! Lovely to have you arrive. We were told you were in town.
Is that why these two are here?
Oh, well, must defend your castle, as it were.
They are
Fortunately,
unarmed. How will they defend it?
Sorry, one sec. Stupid cough.
Still?
Yeah, I'm probably dying. It's fine.
Coughs are the worst. No,
No.
you're not dying.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to
That's
make
the
those kind of
central
jokes
crisis,
anymore.
Aren't we all? And he looks at the two of them and says, against most things, they fare well enough. For that you could chop right through them if you wanted. But come, come. I'm sure you're eager to see what we've done.
Hmm.
Certainly, let us get the engine situated first. I know that we want to see how repairs can be made.
Especially for
Of course, as you wish.
So
Uh,
get
Yeah, inside the garage is kitted out quite extensively for both modification as well as any repairs that might be needed. A few different pulley systems and scaffolding, as well as lots of supplies, ore, and what is it? Ammunition, boulders, ballista bolts. There's a small door that leads out from the garage into the courtyard, so there's a way to get into and out of it without leaving the curtain wall itself. And then the courtyard has a couple smaller buildings aside from the keep. There's a Dargoloth will gesture to them and say that one of them is a barrack, and then the second is a stable, the smaller of the two. And he leads you over to an area with a large hearth and anvil and set up for a forge. It's under a sort of ramada, and it looks rather spacious. Probably fit a few people in there that could work simultaneously. Says that or he eyes the 3 Shifnal carts that remain with you, and says that I'll have to train more troops for you, since you appear to be short a few.
Yes, they fought and died well and honorably.
Most likely a glorious battle, I'm sure.
And more where that came from. We will have to do honor to their families. Widows' pensions and things like that.
Pensions. This is the Middle Ages. No.
Huh.
Yeah, Arcos doesn't have a 401k set up yet.
No, there's no matching.
Is it just the carriage house that's been built? Has the forge been built yet or not?
Yeah, there's the forge area.
Okay.
Barrack, stable, and the keep itself is in very good condition now.
Okay. So, mostly on the plan that I sketched out?
There's been, it's not exactly to the letter. If asked, Darglath will say that with the funds that had been provided, they did what they could, but certain concessions had to be made.
such as, and specifically for the forge, if I may, Your Grace.
By all means.
And Johnny's looking around the room, looking at the walls and the floor.
Couldn't put it directly in. We couldn't put it in a building. So it's under a ramada for now, and of course, didn't have anyone to dedicate it, so it's just a plain forge at this point.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, and looking around, it keeps with his description in that there's nothing to suggest any religious dedication or symbols or inscriptions. It's just
Thank you very much.
Looks like just a regular smith's work area.
Thank you very much. All right.
If everything is in order, shall we into the main keep?
Yeah, no objections.
Sure.
He will continue.
We're
Leads you up.
taking the nickel tour right now. Or the
The-
copper tour.
Stairs lead up to the second floor of the keep, and the door set there leads you onward. This floor is set up as a sort of receiving hall, but he explains that it also doubles as a dining area, depending on circumstance and any guests that you might have. Says that there was an envoy from King Leto, but he deigned not to stay.
How long
Ooh.
ago was
This envoy leave any messages?
Yes, of course. We'll get to those shortly.
Very well, lead on.
Okay, so downstairs, kitchen and a dungeon, as well as a underground area, the romp room, if you will.
The rumpus room,
Just
yes.
became a area with sort of 2 private chambers. He will lead you up to the 3rd floor. He just tells you about what's down below without taking you. Leads you up to the 3rd floor. He says that let's see. The 3rd floor is set up where the majority of it is taken up by a single room, and there's sort of 2 corridors that abut it. One is filled with boxes, barrels, supplies and equipment, foodstuffs for any unfortunate events, and then the rest of it is the stairs leading up and down. Looking out to the door of the room that takes up this floor, water seems to be seeping out of the cracks, the seams between the door and the dormitory. There's a small pool of water sitting in front of the door as well.
What's the problem there?
A little bit of a nuisance. We're still working on that. Just smiles without further comment.
The cistern was supposed to be in the basement.
Yes, there is a well. We've redug. The last one wasn't palatable.
So, what sort of problem is this?
So yes, why do we have water seeping through the walls of a room on the 3rd floor?
He cocks his head as if thinking and says, one second. He says, well, we wanted to have a surprise with some aquatic pets.
Surprise was
On the 3rd floor?
Were
you
we
wanted-
getting a Shark Tank?
If you wanted to put in a pool, where do you think a pool goes?
why?
Seems uncertain and says that, well, your baronet thought it would be most fitting for your religious diligence.
I feel like you're trying to put an insult diplomatically there, but I can't figure out what the insult is.
A water feature for the shield? I don't think so. What
Well,
happens if I just open the door?
Well, fortunately, we have contained it to that room. So,
contained it? What is it?
the water.
What is
Opening the door initially caused the keep to flood, but
how much water is in that room?
he does quick math and says that, it's 20 feet, 8-foot ceiling.
Oh, so it's
that's-
full. It's just full
Yes.
of water.
Yes, it is.
And what was? Go ahead, Rana, please.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just
What is there something in the water, an aquatic life form in the water right now?
Well, perhaps.
Or any kind of life form, really.
Yes. Would probably be easier just to show you.
Mm-hmm.
He opens the door, and even though water is seeping through these seams, it doesn't. And as he opens it, you can see that there's a sort of shimmering wall of water there. It doesn't splash out or cascade into the corridor. You can see a rather large creature swimming within it. It's got now you can see the picture
Oh, lovely.
in the general chat.
You got nesting in there?
It does appear to be. The water isn't particularly clear. You can see bits. You see it's sort of murky greenish. Clear enough that you can see to the end of the wall on the other side, which doesn't seem to fit the dimensions of the structure. Expecting that it'd probably only be 20 by 20 room, and this thing's the room extends out.
Is this
40,
linked to
50 feet?
Is this linked to an extra dimensional portal?
Yes, for now, but we're fixing that, as I mentioned.
Is this the Baroness's like bed chambers?
No. Continuing on, you see columns, a couple columns supporting the roof. At the far end of the room is an altar with looks like a shield that's been turned upside down, hanging above it on the wall.
Rude, I imagine.
Upside down.
This was to be your chapel, but something went a little out of sorts.
A little out of sorts.
Yeah, what does that mean? What happened?
Vague that up a little more for me.
Well, we had to make do with what we could based off of... oh, that room is too wide. Oh well. We did what we could, but Kaz's connection with the shield isn't the best.
No, I don't expect it is.
So, what happened? You're speaking in very vague manner, and it's getting really annoying, at least for me.
No, you're not the only one. You're tap dancing around questions and being very careful how you answer. Just speak the truth.
Speaking in circles, my man, but I only listen to lines.
That was... I don't know what to do with that sentence.
Just keep going, don't acknowledge, just keep rolling.
We attempted to consecrate your chapel, but instead, an interdimensional portal opened up to a plane that I don't think you would enjoy. And that thing came through.
Oh.
Yeah, leave the consecration to us, please. I appreciate the effort, but leave it to us.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, can you send that thing back and close the portal permanently?
No, I'm
not you specifically, but whomever whoever got us into the situation in the first place. Johnny's just kind of mad dogging him at this point, just staring at him.
He says that Kaz would be happy to do so, but does not have the time.
Does not have the time. And what is Kaz doing right now, and where is he?
Oh, well, he left me in charge of the keep and went back to the fiendish realms.
Really? And what is your reward for all of this? For doing all of this work for him?
I am merely here to serve you, Lady Shifnal.
Fine words. But what on earth, or in other realms, would compel you to serve someone like me?
My lineage makes it difficult to find work in the material.
But you prefer to be in the material realm?
Oh, it's where most of the exciting things happen.
Most of the exciting things happen.
Okay,
Althea just
fault him
kind
for
of
that.
gives the Althea just kind of looks over her shoulder at Rana. Most of the exciting things.
Yeah.
Great. See, usually, Dargolov, our kind and your kind are not allies. So, you'll forgive me if I'm suspicious.
He says, God, what's that? Stupid. I really hate this cough because it feels like most of the day I'm fine, and then oh, it's probably because I'm talking. That's probably what does it. All right, one second. Says, not the kind. We share human parents. Well, share. Pretty wide term. But you have a bit of humanity in you, just as I do.
Oh, he's a tiefling.
Johnny's gonna well,
I have nothing to say to that.
when appropriate in the pause in the conversation, Johnny's gonna look it off and gesture to the thing in the room and says, give me a little bit give me a day to prepare, and I think I can get rid of that thing permanently.
Okay.
I can I need time to prepare the proper prayers, and then I can most likely banish it.
Ooh. But unfortunately, that's not quite the material plane in there. Not sure that's a permanent solution Dargaloth offers.
So we've somehow got a permanent dimension door to another plane.
Oh, so that room isn't even supposed to be there? It just showed up when they tried to consecrate the chapel?
Apparently.
Oh.
Who exactly tried to consecrate the temple? Or the shrine?
It was Kaz himself.
Of course it was.
Thought such a momentous task would be best suited to his first-hand, what is it? Personal touch. That's what it is.
Can you show me exactly where he was when he tried to consecrate the chapel? The specific spot.
Yes, at the altar there. You see at the end of the room, and
Johnny will look at the group. I'd like to go check that out if no one has any objections.
It's about 65 feet into the room.
Into the room of water?
Yes.
Oh.
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 There
just need to kill that thing and try to get rid of the water. I don't know how to. Rowan, do you have any experience? Like, not any necessarily experience, but like any insight? Like, how can we fix this?
I was thinking of dispel magic at the point of origin.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough. Cause like I definitely wouldn't have caught what Dargaloth said about technically that not being the material plane. Cause like I thought a banishment would work.
Yeah. Well, banishment will actually move it. Just that it won't be permanent.
Right. I mean, it's a demon. We probably should just kill it.
I was going to ask, are Rana's aberration senses tingling?
Oh. Those aren't passive, but she can meditate and see if it's an aberration, but my best guess is that it's a demon.
It's not an aberration.
It might just be a poor, innocent, trapped soul from another dimension.
I could go in and try and talk to it.
Can you breathe underwater?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah. You guys can't?
No, that's not something most people can do.
Oh.
Tell you what, can you stick your head into the water and keep the rest of you out here?
Oh, hello, we've got a map.
So that we can pull you out in case it turns threatening?
Tie a rope. I am still curious
that'd
about
be-
what Rowan's input would be about maybe fixing this planar issue.
Rowan doesn't really have any input.
Okay.
He doesn't have a lot of experience melding two planes together.
Or dispelling such.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not something he's done much of.
Johnny's gonna look at the. Is the thing observing us, or is it just swimming around doing its own thing?
It keeps an eye on the group as it swims about. You'd see a couple small, maybe baseball-sized rocks floating around in there, covered with coral and anemones as well. That's what those rock tokens are.
I'm really hoping those aren't eggs.
Uh,
Johnny's gonna speak in Celestial to the thing. Can you understand me?
I think we would need Abyssal.
Never know.
it doesn't like.
Or
Was
telepathic, because that can talk to anything.
Yeah, it's speaking in abyssal.
I think, right?
Yeah, telepathy works.
Well, Rana will inform Johnny what it said. Your tongue. He says in abyssal. He says your tongue displeases me.
He'll switch back to common. Just checking.
What languages? No, I do not have that.
Shit, do I know Abyssal? I don't know if I do.
So at least,
I do not.
Oh, you do.
I'm wondering if we can convince it to let us in there without being attacked to try and send it home. I'm pretty sure it doesn't like being here any more than we want it here.
I can speak aberration, not abyssal. Similar, but but very different. I think the telepathy, just double checking, that like doesn't have language barriers on it, right? If I telepathically speak to something, we can just understand each other.
Yep.
Our mind thoughts.
Rana can also speak any language, so she's happy to translate.
The joys of being a polyglot.
It's a bell ability.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse.
It is.
And a feat in 3.5.
Nice.
Polyglot, polyglot. Ooh,
Well,
polyglot.
Tara. Wow.
What? Sorry.
I heard you. Uh-huh.
So Rana will offer what if Johnny wants her to, Rana will ask the creature if he would like to go home.
She.
He,
It.
she, they.
They.
They
What are
safe
your
bet.
pronouns? What are your
Yes.
pronouns?
If they would like to go home. This is my home. Well, I mean, sort of. Your plane seems to be like bleeding into ours, and we're trying to figure out how to reverse that. Zach, do you have any insight?
Closing the door.
They're closing the door.
It doesn't respond.
Okay, look, you've got two choices. You're either gonna help us fix the planar stuff, or we're just gonna kill you.
Wow.
Okay.
Johnny looks at
Um,
Rhonda. That escalated quickly, but okay.
The
Well, we
question
gotta
is,
fix
would Rana
this.
say that out loud?
What
Oh yeah,
are
yeah.
you
She's
saying that?
talking
Are
to
you
the
saying
thing.
in abyssal?
No, everybody can understand her no matter what language she's speaking.
Okay.
Ah,
Which is what
Cheater.
Jacob meant when he said it was a curse. I'm guessing. I definitely consider that a con.
me too.
And
Oh
Val's
shit.
frozen. Oh, here we go.
Go ahead and roll initiatives.
Whoa, look at that.
Did you roll badly?
No, I rolled a 20. I got 25 for my initiative.
I rolled badly.
I rolled poorly as well.
Dude.
Jeez.
As frequently as that happens, I feel like there's something seriously wrong with my dice.
Oh, well, lovely.
It is Johnny's turn.
Okay.
After- Yeah, after Rana tells it that it's either going to help or die, it tenses and it opens its mouth in a aggressive manner. Though we'll have to wait 4 more turns before we find out what that means.
Great.
Okay. Yeah, didn't really want to start this party, but here we are. Crap. Guiding bolt. That's the wrong one. There we go. And we're gonna upcast that to level 3. And probably miss. With a 2, yeah. Probably gonna miss.
I don't know. It's AC maybe 10.
That does, in fact, miss.
Kind of figured it would. Okay. And I don't have an inspiration point, so I wouldn't have been able to use that anyway.
Alright, Valis looks at his electric crossbow and decides that might not. Well, actually, no one's in the water right now. Oh, what's the range on these? 30. Okay, he fires off a bolt. It goes through the water, and after about 30 feet, its momentum has been completely arrested. It just sort of floats there in the water. He looks down at his crossbow like, I don't know what I need to do to shoot this thing now. Here's Rana's go.
Yeah, I'm also trying to figure out what to do because I've got arrows. I imagine they're not gonna fly much farther.
Yeah, aren't the way your bow works, the arrows basically just shooting like things made of like the acid, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, so if there's not a physical arrow, it's probably not gonna do much to water.
It just
Poison
hits the water and splats.
Yeah, it's just
Hey,
gonna mix.
Jacob, how far away is this thing from us?
I think that's 35 feet. Oh, you don't have light, do you? Can you see it?
I can't. I can see part of the room, but not.
I
can't
forgot.
see this
Yeah.
thing at all.
Can't see it,
Um,
but I think it's just because I'm at a bad angle.
Same.
Okay, there it is. No, I couldn't see it. I could see a shaft of light, but that was it.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
I didn't-
is there light in this room?
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay.
just forgot to put it in.
Thank you. Okay.
Sorry, I don't normally have to start combat with spells. Ooh, I guess we could do a spiritual weapon. Yeah?
Yeah.
Would that work? Like here?
That and a cantrip, 2 bits.
The at some point Jacob mentioned it does have magic resistance.
No, that was the thing outside, wasn't it?
I mean, it might have
thought you were talking
magic
about this thing.
resistance. It's a demon.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything I need to do to get like a spiritual weapon there?
Oh, sorry. A lot of times it just places your template. I can do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've never cast this spell before. 1 second. There? Oops. Oh, now we're gonna
No,
have
I mean, I
to...
put it on.
Sorry.
Alright. That's alright. I'll kill it.
I'll kill it.
What form does the weapon take?
I was talking to you about this last time. Not last time. I've never cast this before. I think it's whatever Fie's favorite weapon is.
If it's an elf, probably a bow.
Which I think is actually it's a spear right now.
That seems reasonable.
And
little
actually,
poke.
oh, I already cast it. When did I cast this? 3rd level or higher. Whatever. We'll just do it this way. So attack, normal. Oh hi.
Oh, look at that.
Got him.
Hey, let's go.
That might have hit.
Okay.
His skin is made of adamantine. No.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
And then she, well, people have
that
already gone
damage can't be
before her.
right. Roll another d8 for him.
Okay. D8. There. I think that's all I can do because I don't have any useful cantrips. Oh wait. Nope. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't normally. Maybe Toll the Dead?
Yes.
It is now injured, so it does get the D12.
And
Yes.
the bonus action was the spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And you
That
get,
is-
it's 3d12 damage under variable, provided it fails its save.
Can you cast and attack with spiritual weapon? And
Yeah,
it only
it-
get a bonus?
It's the same. Yeah, it attacks the same round you cast it.
Okay, interesting. Cool.
Okay. So
I've seen some weird arguments about spiritual weapon and people not letting that be what it does, but it clearly states when you cast it.
Yeah, I'm
Anyways,
imagining it
yeah,
like
go ahead.
when you summon
right.
it, it's already like mid-strike sort of thing. It's basically just an attack that makes a thing.
It saves.
yeah.
Damn.
Okay. So no
Damage.
no
Rowan's
damage. Rana's gonna take a step back since it said
Oh, hey.
she's gonna die first, and she prefers living.
That's
good. It's a
probably good
demon,
plan.
and it's used to lying if it has to.
Says a lot of things.
Rowan can't even see anything from where he's at.
If you step to the right, you'll see.
Yeah, probably. Just so I can get an idea of what the room looks like.
Read the room, man. Read the room.
Rowan will, for now, just cast Bless on Rana himself and Ambrose.
Ooh. What's that do?
You get a D4 on attacks and saves
Ooh.
for a minute.
You said Ambrose. Did you say
Rana and Rowan.
and okay. Okay. It moves right a bit, and
Oh,
let's
I didn't move enough,
Oh,
did I?
dodge, I guess.
I did not move enough. Hi!
remains to be seen. I need a strength saving throw from Rana.
Ooh, fun.
A strength saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You don't do those.
I actually think I'm proficient in these.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay. A force of water rips out from the screen there and tries to grab Rana and pull her in. She's able to resist, but still takes 14 acid damage.
Okay. Hmm.
One second. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it swims forward after
Ooh.
the water, the spout failed, and it swipes at Johnny from within the water.
Non-crit.
It's a regular old hit,
Yep.
like a punk.
Hmm.
Yep. And then last, it tries to bite him. Oh no, the claw. Why did the claw damage go away? Because I clicked it again. Okay. So claw damage does 16 slashing.
Okay.
6, 7, 8. And then it swims on back.
Okay.
Which triggers an attack of opportunity from Johnny.
Thank you very much. Combat caster, Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So I need a DC 17 wisdom save from it.
Does it not trigger an attack of opportunity? From
Double
me?
1!
Nice.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah, from Fee as well.
Does it swim back after that?
Well, it might. We'll see. I'll
Okay.
think it gets to attack opportunity, but Okay, no, so it does
Oh
stay
yeah.
further away. Does make it Tonus to go.
I can do nothing here. I have no long range spells, and I'm pretty sure if I shoot the grenade launcher, this wall is just gonna blow up in her face. So
Well, that's what I vote for. What's the range on the grenade launcher?
I think it's minimum 20 some. Let me find it.
Well, some.
6120.
60 feet?
That's what I have on the thing.
It's within.
I mean,
60
I could
feet.
hit it, but I also don't know what the effect shooting it into a wall of water will do.
That
And it does
your
fire
grenade
damage,
launcher
which I feel
or
like just won't
the-
do anything. So
Yeah, it Yeah, mechanically, if a ranged weapon, as long as it's within the normal range, it can hit. If it's outside normal range, is when it automatically misses.
it is.
So it's within that 60, but because it is underwater, it has resistance to fire.
And it already kind of doesn't do that much damage anyway. So
Fair.
let's see, what can I do?
Liger can breathe, or doesn't need to breathe.
It's yeah. I don't want to.
I'm not suggesting. I'm just saying that that is a thing.
Where is Liger?
Is this
Undervalid.
freshwater or
Oh,
saltwater?
there he
though?
is.
That could be problematic for the joints and stuff.
Rusted.
I'm gonna stick Liger here and like stand behind him.
Okay.
Do I have any good spells that work here?
You've already seen it rush forward to attack. You could always ready an action to attack when it gets close and just stand.
Yeah, you're right. Already. Actually, I'll just get on Liger, and already a big old swing if it gets close.
Ambrose is go. Ambrose is going to knock it back to the end of the building and cut its speed by 30. And it's going to be sad.
Extra attack lets me attack twice with the ready attack action, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Ambrose is going to. I'm so glad I finally get to use this. Ambrose is going to sort of slough off the top half of his robe, and he.
This isn't the time, Bella says.
Dumps into the water. Valis, please.
The tentacle creatures are in their prime.
There goes my idea about just closing the doors and talking about this.
I do like the idea of just closing the door. I am pro just closing the door.
Well, we'll see. Ambrose, as he steps into the water, and with the top half of his robe sort of just dangling around his waist, you can see him sort of lift his arms, and across his ribs, several slits open up and seem to form gills on his side. And he's doing his tattoos are doing like the glowy shenanigans and stuff as he does this. And he floats into the room. Telepathically, he's going to say to the creature, "Hey, buddy, you know we make a hell of an impression, but we both want the same thing here. Mainly you being out of our place. So, how about you just go ahead and stand down? We can do our thing and we can get everybody back to where they belong." I guess I'm making a persuasion, I guess?
Okay. It's good persuasion.
Yeah, respectable, dude. Nice.
I would also
Looks
get
very
plus a
charismatic.
d4 from Bless.
Oh, and plus the d4 from Bless, you were right.
Stand down.
Oh wait, never mind. It's only for attacks and saves, not skills.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Does he get any kind of bonus from being near Althea?
I don't think so.
I don't think I'm close enough to Althea for any kind of
Like 30
bonus.
feet.
It is Althea's turn. It stops as Ambrose is doing that telepathically, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I guess Althea wouldn't really know what was going on as far as what Ambrose is trying to do. Watch him wade into the water and then float towards it as his gills.
Ambrose, as I guess as he sort of telepathically speaks to the creature, he sort of puts a hand out behind him to say, like, chill for a second.
No, she does have the True Eyes halberd, so I guess she could chill.
I was also wondering, does that halberd have any weird effects on water? Can she, like, freeze the thing shut?
I don't
Pass
think
it over
it's-
the water.
Yeah, I don't think
Concentric
it's
circles.
quite that effective. Okay.
But it is Althea's go.
Yeah, all she can do is she's gonna slide in where she can see things. What the heck? Keeps moving. And ready action. Ready and hold action to strike with the halberd if it comes into range.
Okay. Johnny's go.
Johnny's gonna hold his next action, which is going to be to cast another Toll the Dead and back that up with a spiritual weapon. If the thing attacks Ambrose, otherwise he's just gonna give Ambrose his time to do his thing. But if the thing attacks, it moves aggressively. That's what Johnny's prepping to do.
Rana's go.
She'll do the same thing. She'll move her spirit. Oh, I can't move it. She'll move the spiritual weapon here.
Yeah, attack Ambrose.
No.
Oh.
Well, actually, she probably can't move it and ready an action to attack.
To attack with it.
Right. If it attacks Ambrose.
No.
Okay, that's fine. But she will, withdraw it. Or pull it back. I don't know, whatever.
Retreat. Rowan's go. I don't know if you're muted or...
Yeah, I was. Ron will just use the dodge action.
Okay. Good action.
It is.
Well, that shouldn't work. That was a bad... Well, I guess that's why you test things.
I saw JRO.
Wait, why can't I?
Oh, Guff probably can't either, huh?
I also can't read that, yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
if he's speaking
let's-
telepathically, then I guess I wouldn't be able to hear it anyway.
How's that one?
I also can't read that.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay, it considers your words and hears you out and says, you're the one that Arcos, but, oh, it doesn't say Arcos. You're the one Kaz played with. And it swims closer to Ambrose. Seems to reach out, and it's sort of, it's using its, like, hook hands to, like, gently, like, caress Ambrose's shoulders.
It's not being violent, therefore it's just holding action.
But yeah, clearly.
Yeah,
Not that we can understand what it's saying, but that means that
I was gonna
Kaz
say,
summoned this on purpose.
is that telepathically, Jacob, or is he
Yes.
saying that out loud? Okay.
Telepathic.
Okay.
Tonus, go. Same as before? Or anything different?
I'll cast Intellect Fortress on Guff.
Ooh. Sounds like a fun
Ooh.
spell.
Sounds cool.
it is
not
a
bad.
good spell.
It will be... Oh, it's pink. So apparently I've looked for this before. And forgotten. And then it is Ambrose's go.
Curiosity, what does Intellect Fortress do?
It's
Can I,
in
like,
the
win Who Wants
chat.
to
It
Be a
should be in the
Millionaire?
chat.
Ooh, thank you. Hell yeah.
Assumes you're
So
willing.
so the thing has just swum up to me, and it's just sort of putting
Swum?
its swum.
Yeah.
I don't swim.
Swam.
It
I
has
don't know
swum
the
up
past
to
tense.
you.
Swam. Thank you.
Swim.
How much convincing do
I-
we need to get you to say swum live in the air sometime?
I mean, dude, if I got an ad for it, but I guess
As the polar bear swum in the... No.
in telepathically, I guess I'll say to it, I wouldn't necessarily say played with, but from the looks of it, it looks like we both have have him. We both have gotten sort of a raw deal from our mutual buddy Arcaz. So, if you're willing, we can. I have very many powerful mages on my side. We can see what we can do to reverse this and send and help out both of our homes. And I guess be another persuasion, unless he's like listening to me now.
Not quite. It responds pretty quickly and says, "Oh, but Kaz told me to kill you all." And you can send a message to one of your party mates as you want to, as you feel the hooks begin to press a little too hard into your flesh. It seems like it's about to swing.
Do I still have my action?
Yeah.
Okay. Ambrose says, you can try. Then I'm going to cast, do I still have it? Yep. Arms of Hadar with that good 5th level.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to move 5 feet back, maybe?
I think I'm good.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
As I sort of feel the things digging into my side, Ambrose, the eyes roll back in his head, and he just turns into that tentacle explosion. Bada bing, bada boom. And I need a C-17 strength save from Fishman.
5.
Son of a bitch. Advantage? What?
Yep.
Spell.
He's a demon.
So, that would you say that would trigger it?
You were waiting for it to attack him,
Okay, fair.
which did
Fair
not
enough.
do. Is it half on a? Yeah. Ooh, injured. Which brings us to Althea's go.
There's nothing I can freaking do from here.
Javelin.
We're learning about a lot about ourselves this week, huh?
I mean, sure, I can try and throw a javelin at it through water. I don't think that's gonna do me much good.
What's its range? What's the javelin's range?
30 and 120.
You'll hit it.
You do it 30 feet. It's a disadvantage, but you still try.
Can always try.
Give it a shot.
I don't think if there's anything else I can do.
You don't have any cantrips that would work here?
I have light. That is the only cantrip I have.
Oh no,
I mean-
javelins aren't at disadvantage.
They aren't. Okay.
In water?
It seems like an odd.
Huh.
It makes a distinction.
I mean-
A weapon that is thrown like a javelin.
Oh, yeah, because, people use javelins for fishing and stuff. So I
Spear.
guess that makes
Spear
sense.
fishing, yeah.
The king of the ocean uses a trident.
That's true. I'll tell you, you
Let's
gotta
try
put 2
them,
more
'cause-
points on that javelin.
Are you gonna use the javelin?
Sure, I may as well.
All right, go ahead. I mean, you get your 2 attacks. Or if you
throw
want to take an
3,
action, you
what's
can
Uh,
take
Trident?
yeah,
No,
take 3
javelin.
and
Javelin,
Take
I
them
only
together.
get 1, don't I?
it's extra
Because
attack
it's-
still.
You can throw 2 of them.
I don't think there's any part of the javelin's
Oh.
special features that would say that you can't attack more than once.
Does that hit?
Sure does.
Nice. Good stabby bit.
That's
Oh,
also hits.
hey, that looks familiar.
Hey.
I did it again.
And it's got 2 sticks sticking out of it.
Not so much. They were sort of glancing blows. Seems resistant to non-magical weapons.
Figures.
It is Johnny's go.
All right, we're going to do the Toll the Dead again.
Okay.
So I need the DC 17 Wisdom save, please. Go
I
ahead
can
and
do
put
that.
that up on the. Okay, so that's a no-go. And as stated before, we're going to go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon. We're going to upcast that to level 4. And we're going to place that.
On top of the other one.
I don't know
There's
if
so
I-
many.
They're giving each other advantage. No.
No.
Okay.
It'd be nice, but
What's over here?
excellent.
I take it that hits.
That does hit.
There you
Alright.
go.
Does not work. Hey! You're now within the range of a crossbow.
Does that hit take a little bit of the Mickey out of it?
It does look. I did it again with the damage.
Nice.
Yeah. This was from before. Game. You must roll attack before you can roll damage.
That's crazy talk.
Just gotta build a macro for him.
Mhm.
Alright, Valis lets loose with 2 crossbow bolts, and I stream through the water as crossbow bolts are apparently also not affected by the disadvantage. It is now Rana's go.
And it takes full damage or half damage?
It takes full from his crossbow.
All right. Well,
Are his
Since-
magical?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
since Rana
Cool.
doesn't know about the rules but sees a crossbow working, she'll pull out her bow and fire at it.
Okay. Be at disadvantage.
Right.
That will hit.
Okay.
Wow.
Where did that versatile go? It disappeared.
Wow.
Is it just for Colossus Slayer, right? It's just a D8.
Yeah, just the
Nice.
Nice D8.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Seemed resistant to acid.
Great. Well, I can't really do anything else, so I might as well finish out the attack.
That hits.
Sheesh!
Rolling like shit. And then attack it with the
Spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon. Oh shoot. I'm gonna have to scroll all the way back up.
Is it even gonna give you the option?
I have no,
No,
idea.
it won't.
No, it won't. Just roll a d8.
Oh,
Or a
okay.
d20, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then, can you remind me what the damage is? It's like 1d8 plus my wisdom?
Yeah.
So 1d8. I don't remember what my wisdom is. 1 second.
Part 3.
3?
Yeah, it should be 3d8.
No, I cast it at lowest level.
Second.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
second. I thought I wanted to upcast it, but I didn't want to slow down combat even more, so it was fine. It's
Gotcha.
fine.
Rowan's go.
Alright. Rowan can't see anything. I guess I'll move over here. No, now I can see things. Cast Chill Touch at the thing. Oh. Didn't like it, so let's go in the spell book.
That'll hit. Okay. Another water spout streams out of the water to strike at Rana. I need a strength saving throw.
Oh, cool.
There's
And she gets the bless too, so.
Yes.
Take 7 points of acid as the water burns at your flesh. Rana's flesh. I need a acrobatics or athletics check from Ambrose, whichever is your preference.
Okay.
As it grabs at Ambrose to try to grapple him.
I'm not proficient in either of them, so let's just go acrobatics, I guess.
you still have bless, don't you? Oh no,
Ooh.
that's skill.
Yeah.
Alright, you watch as it grabs Ambrose and begins to swim back to the other end of the room.
This is unfortunate.
At which point it then tries to bite him.
Yep, that'll hit.
27.
Oh.
And it gives him a claw. Well, not like
Yep.
a gift.
Him
For
leaving
20.
wouldn't give us attacks opportunity with our magic weapons, right?
No, not with the
Okay.
spirit weapon.
Okay, just checking. Thanks.
With a victim in hand, it flees to the other end of the room, and it is now Tonus' turn.
Oh, I was muted. At some point when we first started this, did somebody an Arcana check on like?
They did religions checks to try to figure out what it is. Oh no, they didn't. That was on the other creature. Nope, no one did any checks to
No,
know
we
what
did not.
this thing is,
An
or
Arcana check on. I see a book down here that's giving me some vibes of something or another, but
that's the
Yeah,
that's the altar. Above it is an upside down shield on the wall.
Those pages are probably real messed up at this point.
Yeah,
All this
they're real
water.
bad.
It's not good for it. Not good for the binding.
I feel like I have a feature that goes with this. Let me check that real quick. No, I'm counting advantage on all intelligence, but against magic, circle knowledge. No, I swear there was something else. Artificer's lore? Whenever you make an intelligence history check, oh, it's history check. Okay, I'll just make this.
Yeah, it's like a mid-level water aquatic demon. They don't have any magic, but are very strong within water itself. Most
I was more meaning like
about the chapel itself.
yes.
It seems like it was set up to be dedicated to the shield, but thing has gone awry. The let's see, typical kind of typical setup would include a sword in the altar. You don't see you don't see anything there. Of course, the shield is upside down, which it shouldn't be. There is
I think I worded this poorly. I'm more meaning like why the room is full of water and how I can make it not full of water.
They've created a portal to the fiendish plane and basically flooded the room to allow this creature to live in it. So you have to close the portal.
Okay. Does a 25 let me know if a dispel magic would work on it? On the
Just look at dispel
portal?
magic real quick.
Because that's where I was going with this in the first place, but until it was like, yeah, it's in the water room. Oh.
Right. It could. Yeah, it could, but the spell effect is pretty high. So you'd have to, because it's what, third level? Yeah. There's the possibility of it working.
Let's do it. And then I'm assuming I have to do the.
Are you doing it at third level?
Yeah, I don't have 4th level slots.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh,
Why did it roll 2 of them?
Does not know.
I guess it would be the 13 then.
Went
Using.
up to 17.
I would prefer the 17, but.
Right.
So is up to 6th level then?
Can you Flash of Genius that?
I could Flash of Genius that.
Is he
So
trying?
that'd be a 16 roll then.
Ability check, yeah, ability check. Okay, so then the question is, do you want to Flash of Genius that?
Yes. You said high level, so we're going high level.
Alright, so that would end effects of 9th level or lower. Which I think is all of them.
There are some 10th, aren't there? Just very rarely.
Isn't Wish a 10th level spell?
Wish is
That's a
9.
9th level spell.
Oh, okay.
There are effects that break the rules a bit, but as far as the spell itself. Okay.
Does this mean Ambrose gets trapped in the other plane though?
I need I need a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I just meant close the portal. Does closing the portal take him with it?
Yeah,
I
we're
just meant
gonna.
cut it.
He's in there. He's in there with it. So I need a bathroom break anyways. So we can be fine.
Okay.
okay.
Did we just lose Ambrose?
Well,
Yeah, give me 5 minutes.
I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, plus
Roll a
new
new
character sheet.
character.
Damn.
Oh
Oh God. Oh man. I could have. Yeah. The shitty part, folks, is that I really could have solved this first round by upcasting Dispel Magic to level 6, and just. But I didn't think it was going to work that way. So yeah, I'm so sorry that I didn't do that first thing out, man.
Yeah, to be fair, I also completely forgot that I have the spell Control Water. I could have finished this off a lot earlier too. At least made it a lot easier to fight this thing.
Yeah, folks on the streaming channel, let this be a lesson to you. Keep familiar with your spells.
Keep that open. Just look at that spell book every now and
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Because I also didn't realize. I also forgot that Dispel Magic had such a long range on it.
You have Dimension Door.
Dimension Door doesn't go through dimensions, does it?
It gets you out of that
No.
room.
Not on your turn.
Eh. He could have ungrappled.
But
It's
it
not
Use
hasn't been his
Dimension
turn
Door
yet.
to
Never
just like
mind. I don't know.
instantly ungrapple from something?
Yeah, but it's not a reaction is the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything reaction-wise. We'll see what
Oh,
happens,
boy.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like the only reaction I have is that I could stop your spell, but I don't.
You can counterspell my spell.
I mean, I know I could.
My understanding of the portal was that it was just the door, not the room itself.
Yeah, it's fair.
I mean, is Ambrose your ally? Is Ambrose Rowan's ally?
Yeah.
That he would
Hope so.
presumably take issue with sending him to whatever plane this is from.
Rowan doesn't know what effects are going on. Rowan isn't gonna just assume that a simple dispel is gonna dispel a portal to another plane.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Like if
Okay,
if it was that simple, I don't know why the demons wouldn't have done it.
yeah.
Be-
Well,
well, I
Jacob,
mean,
are you back?
I am.
Yeah, we're all lamenting not being more familiar with our own spell books. Oh boy. Okay. So, Tara is AFK. She'll be back in just a moment. I think she went to go get some more hydration beverage.
I mean, the demons clearly didn't do it because he was here to kill us. But
Just didn't tell anyone that.
we don't. Yeah, but we don't know that.
As players, you know, but
I mean, I think there might be some level where our characters could assume, like, Arkaz was a smart cookie. He wouldn't fuck up this badly. So this
On
is
accident.
probably a trap.
Right. Right.
But yeah, they don't. It was all telepathic when the creature was being all threatening and such. All right, I'm also gonna run off and pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh goodness.
Let me go get some more water. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
Everybody's favorite character. Not Ambrose. So now we get to figure out whatever plane this was and try to go hunt Ambrose down.
They said it's one of the abyssal planes, so
Alright. All right, I am back. Tara is on her way right now.
There's only a million of those.
It's a lower water one. I get that from the Arcana.
Hold on.
there are an infinite number of those.
That's yeah. It's a little bit more than a million.
you're really underselling it with million.
You're on mute, babe.
Yeah, sorry about that. I took you to your word and I started a kettle. So,
She's making tea.
yes.
That's fine. Yeah, I said 5 minutes. I wanted to give myself enough buffer time too. But
Not like we were going to go on without you.
Poor Ambrose. And here I was wondering what the boulders with circles around them are and if we need to blow them up.
Bunch of anemone corals on them.
Mm-hmm. But they have circles around them, so
Ambrose,
they're sus.
But it's very difficult. So there is a way to get images onto the map, but I haven't fiddled with it, and it's easier to just make a token. So I just make tokens for things that I want to put on the map that aren't part of the map.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Dude, this
But I guess everything that's had a circle around it has the potential for danger. So
Yes.
that's not, yeah.
Keep
I guess
your
I have to
players in
figure out.
keep your players in a constant state of agitation and paranoia. That's the proper DM way.
Okay, the dispel magic washes over the altar, and a split second later, the sheen of water seems to shiver, and then
kettle goes
water
out.
just gushes out of the doorway, drenching Tonus and Johnny and splashing all over Valis, Althea, Rana, and Rowan as it begins to flood the area and exit the chapel area. The keep itself rumbles as it shakes a bit. You can see Ambrose and the Wastrelith start to shimmer out of view. It is Ambrose's turn.
Oh,
Make it count.
You are currently grappled.
Do be grappled
Not
though. I
ideal.
can still cast spells while I'm grappled though, right?
Yes, grapple reduces your speed to 0 and is funny in what you can do with it, and how initially it seems like it's terrible. But he did drag you 40 feet through the water, so I guess it's not always bad.
Okay. Shit. I should have been thinking about this in the bathroom. That's what I do my best thinking.
You probably thought, well, Ambrose is done. I don't need to think about him.
Which
ever.
character do I want to play next?
Well, he has
He
skills,
was-
so
He was messaging me.
I got it.
See, and I knew we should have put a rope around Ambrose's neck. Or,
Dude.
not neck, waist. Sorry.
Wow.
Waist. Hi.
Don't you have a gym door? Just
Holy
gym door.
I was,
shit.
no, I was looking at
Ambrose!
something. I said,
We're gonna
no,
drag
what?
Ambrose out back.
Ambrose, dim door. We've chased you before.
I don't. But what?
I don't know if he does have dim door, but
Dim door does not work across planes. Just a heads up. That
But
doesn't
he-
mean it's not useful, but just wanted
is
to
that room
tell you that
considered a
before
separate
you
plane?
decide where to dim door.
Oh, so like he would be able to dim door here?
I mean, yeah, I guess Ambrose casts Dimension Door and tries to teleport within reach of his friends.
Okay. Now, if that allows you to take along a willing creature if you want to.
I think I'm good, actually.
You'll pass?
I think-
Okay, that's
No,
fair.
yeah, I don't even think this guy's willing. I don't. Yeah, that probably wouldn't.
There's no consent. This is not consensual.
Bad touch. Okay, Ambrose appears right next to Johnny and Thomas, still in the water.
Grab him.
he's on grapple now, isn't he? He can just move
He
himself
is.
through.
Yeah, that's true.
Ambrose swim out of the door.
Yep.
Right.
Althea
Wait,
is
I have
good.
a question. Were they just floating there with no water? Is it
It's
no water
rushing.
come rushing out?
Water is rushing out at quite a torrential pace, but it doesn't seem to be emptying the room.
Oh, good.
So yeah, Ambrose teleports and he flows out of the room, and he just sort of lands with his back flat on the ground, sort of coughing and sputtering, spitting up water, as his the gill slits on his side seal back up.
Althea's go?
Althea's going to shoulder up, like in between. She's trying to get in between the door and the rest of the party. So
Alright.
hopefully one of you will give way. One or the other of you will give way. Damn it! Why does it keep doing that? Sorry, it keeps recentering the screen on my token or whatever. So I'm not actually in the room, but I am activating the Resilient Shield.
So you create a wall of
Uh,
force? I think
Yep,
that
a
one?
10-foot by 20-foot wall of force,
Just Reinhardting the door.
pretty much.
Nice.
I was not expecting that. I think we could probably skip everyone to the demon, since there's a wall of force between you and the water.
Yeah.
That sound fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Rana and Rowan. Oh, and Johnny.
I could do another Toll of the Dead, but if you want to skip to the demon, we can. I mean, if we're at the resolve phase, I mean,
Well, and you can also do the spiritual weapons.
it's only 20 feet of movement and it's too far away. I already checked. You can only move it 20 feet per round.
That's
But I can't do a Toll the Dead on it.
okay.
Yeah, so it would have it swims up closer, and you watch as the wall of force pounds, or the water pounds against the wall of force. It seems like it was trying to grab someone and pull them in, the way it's been trying to do to Rana, but that wall of force really stopped it in its tracks. And then a few moments later, it continues to fade until it's gone from sight. The room appears to be just a regular 20 by 20 chapel.
No more water?
No more water.
So normal 20 by 20, not 20 by 60.
Correct. Well, that's
30 by 60.
Yeah. 30 by. Was it 60? I think it went to
30
60.
by 90.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay, so
Nice.
I would consider that to be a peaceful resolution.
sure.
Yeah.
Everybody got out alive, technically. Let's go fix that altar, shall we, Althea?
Mm-hmm.
while they're
Dwarf
doing that,
claps his hands together and says, "That was exciting."
Rana will heal Ambrose. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
3d4 plus wisdom. So
Ambrose sort of shakily crawls up the wall and like leans against it, very battered and bruised and still coughing up water, but he shoots everyone a thumbs up now that the creature's gone.
Thumbs up. Ooh, that's a pretty good roll for 3d9 or 3d4.
and then let's go ahead and use some of these life spring d6s. So 3d6. I'm gonna re-roll that one. So 2, 3, and 4.
9. Okay, so you heal Ambrose, total of 22.
Yeah. You doing okay?
Okay.
Ambrose is now injured. Yeah, Ambrose shakily nods and says, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
The chapel itself is simple, but still, for the most part, is within the scheme of the shield. It's, what is it? It has that sort of deep red of her temples. The shield itself is still upside down and is missing a sword to complete the picture, but otherwise it's just a simple chapel.
Do you still have that standard sword, Johnny?
Yes, I do, actually. He reaches into the bag and pulls out a regular sword.
So I've got
Is it
the one
standard
that
or
you made me
regular? Nothing.
It's a medium.
Yeah.
I prefer venti.
It, as opposed to the one that Johnny made me that has the fire specials and stuff.
Ooh, that would be fun. Plunge a flaming sword into it.
Yeah.
I can make that happen. Give me a day. Actually, give me an hour. I can make that happen.
It's
You have a proper forge now.
that's true.
Yeah, I can do that with my hammer of Basher. But yes,
I'm trying to think if I have the necessary knowledge and ability to do this whole sanctifying thing. I'm gonna take the shield off the wall and check behind it first. Make sure that there's nothing funky about the sword itself, or about the shield, or the wall. No sigils, no hidden doors, no traps, no nothing like that.
it's a mimic.
It's a mimic.
Give me an investigation.
Since I'm right there with her, may I do the same?
You didn't give her advantage.
Okay. Yeah, give her advantage on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Advantage is nice. Althea removes the shield and inspects the wall. It's a barren. It's a not barren. It's a smooth wall. It doesn't have any sort of unusual or like nefarious things on it. It's got the like hooks for the shield itself. Then you look at the back of the shield itself, and it is inscribed with sort of demonic-looking font. I might have a.
We're not going to use this shield until it's remade, or perhaps there is just another option.
I can
Throw
take
this
it down.
one in the bin.
I could take it down to the forge and smelt it.
Well, can we get a quick translation of what it says? Maybe it says like,
Yeah.
"Blessed be the maker of the shield made" or
This
something.
this side upside down. This
Um,
side toward enemy.
Yeah, anyone that knows Abyssal can tell that they are. It's a pledge of death to the shield.
Oh.
Yeah, we are unmaking that shield and then reforging it. Please, Johnny.
Yeah.
Actually, does anybody know Abyssal? Because we don't know what it says. And without knowing what it says, I'm going to say the same thing. Let's unmake this and create something new.
I don't.
Just looks like death metal font to me.
I can't remember if I know. Oh shoot.
Rowan would be able to read it.
No, Rana can't read Abyssal. She can speak all languages, but she can't read it.
Would Rowan read it?
Yes. Rowan
Okay.
would be able to read it.
Be able to, but would he be willing to?
Aw.
Would he actually volunteer that information?
Show it to him. Maybe.
I mean, if you guys are asking what it says, then yes, he would translate it for you.
Okay, thank you.
He just looks at it.
Yep.
I goes, huh?
Those are words,
I don't
all right.
know.
This rock is very interesting.
Owen grabs a pen and goes up and fixes grammar on it. Adds apostrophe.
Circles it in red marker and gives it like a D- for penmanship.
Oh man.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, I will take the if you're willing, I will take possession of the shield and go to the forge. Actually, we'll put it in the bag for right now because we have to deal with the rest of this place first.
Yes.
Okay. I guess at that point, Darglath will say, "Shall we continue the tour?"
Certainly.
Anything else we should be aware of?
That was the only hiccup in construction.
That was not a hiccup. That was a deliberate trap. But, you know, if you didn't know about it, because Arkaz set it up,
Dargalath, I'm having this feeling that you're not being wholly honest with us. That you're not really on our side here.
No one's ever accused me of holiness. Deliberately misunderstands what you're saying.
no. Entirely on our side. You're not entirely on our side.
Ambrose sort of sidles up, still looking very out of it from all the water that just came out of him. But he says, "Listen, Demon Man, we can keep going with this tour, but if I find any more doors, shenanigans, I'm gonna eat your soul. Let's keep going.
Do demons have souls?
He's half human.
Find out."
He's half human?
Johnny will reach out, put a hand on Ambrose's shoulder, and use his ring of healing for giving him another 2d6 of health back.
Thank you.
I'm here for you, man. It just, it's so many things going on. So many things going on.
A lot of things going on. Don't worry. I mean, I was at the center of most of the things going on, so I understand. I got you. Don't worry.
Ah, could have been better. But
Yeah, I'll
there's
take
another
it.
6. Yeah, there's another 6 for you, buddy.
Where in my head?
Tell you what, here's
Actually,
If,
sorry.
if we run into more combat, I still have spell slots. I can still use like Vampiric Grasp and
Yeah,
stuff.
I've
so
got some
let's-
slots too, but
we can keep
sorry,
going.
were you gonna say something, Tara? Because Johnny had one more question, but I can wait for you to do your thing.
going to do that to
Okay.
Ambrose for another 12.
So Darglath, are you certain that that room, that portal was an accident and not specifically set up by?
Well, I thought
by
it had been confirmed that it was
Darglath?
Cause that set it up.
And we're not sure if Ambrose has told us that yet.
No, he hasn't. That's I'm fishing, and I'm
That is
No,
what
no,
Cause
I-
explained to me.
I'm gonna insight that to see if it's if he's being as truthful as it knows how to be.
It's
Interesting
inside
way to say that.
Assumptions being made.
Yep.
He, of course, you've all pretty clearly clocked that he's being deliberately vague at times. Seems to be hiding things. When he says that Cause explained that to him, there's a sort of ring of deliberateness in the phrasing. It doesn't seem like it almost seems practiced. Like he may have expected that question and had an answer ready.
Darglath, I'm sorry, I don't trust you at all.
Your kind hardly ever does.
No, but
You're not exactly giving
Yeah,
us reasons to trust you, dude.
At this point, Ambrose will also like telepathically to everyone but the demon. He'll tell everyone like, yeah, this was set up by Cause.
In, like, as a trap?
Oh yeah, that creature. It called me out by name and said that, or it didn't call me out by name, but when it had me in its grasp, it said that it was supposed to kill me or us. I don't remember, but
I believe it was all of us.
yeah,
Cause had like talked to it, and told it to kill us, basically. So it was set up.
We'll continue to the next floor where your quarters are, Lady Shifnal. And he turns to head up the stairs.
no, forewarned is forearmed. Let's just not tip that hand yet, right? Keep going.
As he
I'm
said,
assuming that the Watcher is with us too.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a good point. It has
Oh,
been
shit,
floating
yeah.
along behind. But yeah, it's been there the whole time.
Great.
Sort of. La-da-da-da-da.
On the way up to the next floor, Rana apologizes quietly to the group and says she did not handle that exchange very well. And we probably could have done that, or she could have done that better. And she says sorry.
Which
I mean,
exchange?
Oh, the one where she was like, "You can help us with this dimension rift, or you can die."
Yeah, that the initial kickoff.
She regretted that pretty quickly.
Well,
I mean, at the time, you did sort of jump to the murder bit, but no, hindsight being 2020, the thing was explicitly told to kill us.
Yeah,
So
yeah. She's still not proud of how she handled it, so she just wanted to make sure that she apologized to the group.
water under the bridge.
Yeah.
Intended.
Or through Ambrose's lungs.
He has skills. I saw him.
It's just he's got to. It flows like through the lungs to get to the gills still, so he has to, just get that all out after he's done using them.
yep,
Yeah.
he has to expel
It's like a
all of
whole
it.
process. I'm gonna be like drying myself out for the next couple hours.
Oh God. Okay.
He doesn't have like one of those release valves that like blow up beach balls do, where you just undo the stopper thing and it slowly deflates.
Oh my god. Amber's just got a hole in the middle of his chest. He just uncorks.
Oh
just
God.
water.
Funny
Like
you
one
should
of the-
mention that.
Just unplug the tentacle behind you. That's what that is, right? Just unplug it.
Wow.
His third arm?
Oh my god!
Just
The tentacle in his back. Yeah, he just unplugs it. The water comes out, and then he plugs it back in.
Wow. So as we're heading upstairs, Johnny's going to position himself so he's within arm's reach of Dargaloth.
Okay. Right. Darkloth will point out that this, again, personal quarters for the Baroness, and he also indicates another. Okay, so there's another staircase leading up from here, and then 2 doors. One is the personal quarters for the Baroness. The other, he says, is for servants. So, of course, that is where he stays. And then upstairs from there is guest rooms for your companions, and he indicates everyone else.
May we see the rooms on this floor? Both of them, please.
Certainly. So, and the personal quarters are the most lavish. It takes up probably just a bit more space than the chapel did on the floor below. 4-poster bed. There's a large bureau for clothing, stands for armor and weapons, a chest, writing table, chairs. So very well appointed, lots of furniture, and what you kind of would expect from a sort of higher end living space.
Okay.
Like one of those
again,
sweet clawed bathtubs.
Nice. Once again, Johnny's looking around for sigils, inscriptions, things that don't belong, like at the doorway, back of the door. Doing the inspection of the room. Going,
Under the bed
You
frame.
can do an investigation check. I assume at least one person will help, so we can do advantage, or you can do it as a group activity, and everyone can do it. We'll just pass or fail based off of half of you passing.
I think we should all do the due diligence.
Yeah, for sure.
Many hands make light work.
Yeah, we're pretty much going to do this all over the house.
yeah,
As it
with me
were.
rolling an 8. Yeah.
Never investigated
What?
anything. How does one
Dude.
investigate?
Sucktacular.
More
Hey!
Damn.
Rowan's being
Yay,
dragged down.
Tonus!
Yay.
Tonus.
Hey.
Hey!
I will also carry around the lantern of revealing.
Ooh, very nice.
I assume that you're gonna shine it on stuff. You're not just holding it like.
No,
"Oh,
it's
look what
gonna
I
be
got."
unlit, just in my hand, making me feel better about it.
It's a comfort lantern at this point.
Waving it at
It's
things.
Wubby. It is
Oh
Wubby.
yeah, so that's at least half of you. Searching around the room, you find that there is a part of the wall seems a little odd, and it's just smaller than it should be, and you realize that there's a hidden door there. And in fact, upon opening it, you find a ladder that leads downward. Darkglass says,
Secret
In case of-
ladder.
in
He's what?
case of need for escape.
Well, and actually,
I did request that something like that be built in. However, comma, I was supposed to be the only one who knew about it, and now I don't necessarily trust it. Let's find out where I need to find out where it goes because I don't want Kaz coming into my bedroom in the middle of the night. That was Ambrose's shtick, not mine.
Yes, it is regrettable that your companions found it, but I would not deign to interrupt their search.
So,
So
somebody,
that wasn't supposed to be for me.
so somebody want to go check where it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not alone.
Who goes first?
I'll lead
I'll
with the
go-
lantern.
Okay.
Okay. Tonist begins to descend the ladder. I don't know if Liger
When-
can
once
Liger
we've
climb?
No.
Done
Right,
with
can
the
climb.
room, yeah?
I think we've had this conversation before. I don't think Liger can climb down ladders.
What's his athletics check? Can he just fall? No.
Yes,
Ton-
if I remember right. Let me do. His athletics is 14 passive.
All right, we'll worry about quadrupeds later. Tonist begins to descend the ladder. It goes quite some ways, further down than the height of the keep where you were. So more than 40 feet. You're, rung after rung. And you find yourself in a... when you get to the bottom, you find yourself in a small passageway, which leads, you think, north? A little disorienting, but yeah, probably north. And it goes for about 50 feet before you see another ladder going up.
Althea will have followed him down.
Okay. Yeah, it's really cramped. You probably couldn't stand shoulder to shoulder in the passage, so you'd have to stay behind, or maybe squeeze past. But it's not too high either. So if Rowan, how tall is Althea?
5'11".
Yeah. Okay. So she's fine. If Rowan were to be in the pathway, you'd probably have to hunch over. Johnny would probably need to duck a little bit too.
No, Johnny's
especially in
staying.
armor.
Johnny's staying there.
Up in the room. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, you find yourself in this passage. You can investigate the other ladder if you'd like. I
Going
guess
to
you said
call-
you were trying to. Oh, go ahead.
Just going to call up to the others with what we've found so far.
Mm-hmm.
Rana will go down with them, so she'll follow Althea.
Okay.
So who's left in the room with Johnny right now? Just for head count?
Johnny, Ambrose, Valis, Rowan, Darglath, and the Liger.
Oh, thank you very much.
And the Watcher.
And
the Watcher.
So, yeah, the Death
Liger
Spear.
be on, like, defense mode.
Seer would. Who was
Rowan.
the last one that had the planner ember?
Rowan.
Rowan. Being his
Rowan?
pay.
That's
Yeah.
the Death Sphere is also in there with Johnny.
Yeah, but Rowan would be following Rana.
And then it descends behind Rowan. And
Okay.
it floats down the chute. So it's not using the ladder. It's just right
Did you
above.
call it a Palinar?
Can I what?
Did you? It sounded like you called it a Palinar.
Pelinar? No, planar.
Oh, planar. Because isn't. Never mind. The way you described it made me think it was like a Palinar. Is that what it's called? The orb from Lord of the Rings?
Palantir.
Palantir.
Or Palantir, I think is how they pronounce it in the movie.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you
Palantir.
put plants in.
Wow.
Lantar?
Palantir.
That's how it ends here.
All right, so you're all in this really cramped passageway at this point. Rowan has to duck, and you call up to, or you've already told Johnny, Ambrose, and Valis what the passageway looks like. And then it's dark. There's no lights. That's I think most of you have dark vision.
Johnny does not. But Johnny's up in the room.
Yeah, Johnny
Rowan
cast,
casts light.
yeah,
Okay.
Johnny was cast lighted in his
Okay.
armor in dark places.
Walls are worked stone, so it's not like dirt with creepy crawlies poking out.
No snack time for Ambrose.
Nope.
There are no spiders, Rana.
That's
Allegedly.
good.
Yet, no.
Oh,
I mean, the chance of there being a spider in a room is low. In any room can be low, but it's never zero.
Is true.
Okay,
I hate
are we
that.
moving? I know, right? Are we moving?
Yeah.
Moving
Does Tonus
forward?
move to the ladder? The other side?
Sure.
Okay.
And just leave Liger up on guard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dargalath, you stay there. No going to tell anybody what we're doing.
Okay.
Oops.
That whisper probably didn't mean anything. Oh no, she knows.
Yeah. I saw
Okay.
that it was an
Tonus
abyssal.
gets to the other yeah, Tonus gets to the other ladder and see that it goes up about 15 feet to a hatch. You get the barest like bits of light coming through the outline of this hatch, this trapdoor.
Can you hear anything?
I listen.
Near sort of like birds chirping.
Do I remember seeing like any towers, parapets on the outside when we?
The curtain wall itself had a couple of enclosed spaces on top of the catwalk, but nothing north of the curtain wall.
And we've already gone down below ground level. So
Oh,
this
okay.
might
Oh,
be
so it
at,
was down and up. Okay.
this might be a building at ground level. Might be.
And I like. You said it's like a hatch.
Yes, yeah, trapdoor.
I'll like push it up slightly and then like peep out.
Okay. It is barred, so you unbar it and push it up. You look out and you can see. Let's see.
Wait, it locks from the inside?
Mhm.
Okay.
You can see the wall of the keep, and then you're about 40 feet or so from there, and then you can see trees, brush. Yeah, you seem to be outside the curtain wall.
Oh, this is like a secret escape tunnel,
Yep.
basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me look because I think I may have built that in.
Did we ask for an escape tunnel? That sounds
Yeah.
very like vaguely
Um,
familiar.
Secret gate. Subterranean entrance. Yep.
But
It
we can
is
only
on
use
my
it to get
sketch.
out, correct? We can use it to
Wasn't
get
that
in.
supposed to be to the rumpus room?
There are a couple of ways in and
Okay.
out of the keep
Okay.
that are not supposed to be. But knowing that it bars from the inside is important.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think we can go back to the rest of the party.
You return to the personal quarters, and yeah, it's been a couple of minutes. Climb down and climb up and look around and make sure, but yeah.
Did we find anything
Tonus-
else before we went and investigated the ladders?
No,
No.
that was the. You didn't find any evil scriptures or invisible creatures waiting with sticks to poke or anything like that.
No, those will be in Dargaloth's room.
Well, have to have your own hobbies, right?
Oh gosh.
Stay busy.
Right. I'm gonna poke you in the eyes, then you poke me in the eyes. We'll see who can last longer.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You start with fingers, you upgrade to toothpicks, and eventually
Punchy sticks.
hot pokers.
Okay.
All right, so yeah,
That got dark very fast.
any other questions about this floor?
Does Dargoloth balk when we want to go inspect his quarters?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a smaller area, much smaller than the Baroness's. It would support 2 people living there. There's a bed and foot locker for each.
Mhm.
No other decoration, adornments, furniture. It's very bare.
Very bare, very easy to see around, look around in here. Okay.
Yes,
Who else lives here with you?
it is just me for now, until you deem it necessary for a servant. Perhaps a valet. I have names of a few that might interest you.
Right.
There's a-
Is that the entire tour?
You have your companion's quarters on the floor above.
Ah, yes.
And of
Let
course-
us continue. Let us continue on, and we will see those as well.
Right. These are pretty barren. They are, sort of similar to the Baronesses in what they have in them: bed, small table, a much smaller bureau, and again, these aren't as well. The furniture itself isn't as good, but yeah, you could fit 4 here or double up for some, whether they be rest of the party or guests of the barony.
do the look around thing again.
Okay. Um,
Not trusting this guy at all.
yeah,
Because
just
Tonis called it right. There were some serious
That's good.
assumptions being made earlier.
Do you want more investigation
No, we
checks
are
all around?
Yes,
no,
please.
it's fine.
Oh.
No,
We'll
sorry.
just use the ones from before.
Oh, okay.
The average is pretty high. You look in each room, make sure that there's nothing untoward, no, explosive runes on a bed, on a pillowcase or anything like that.
Yeah, no summoning portals. Lying dormant.
Yeah, scorpions in a footlocker.
Yeah.
Poison
No
pillow.
boo box.
Scorpions in a footlocker.
Wow.
The boo box.
That box has been repurposed.
Right?
To make a note for that for some other thing. No, yeah, it's fairly. Yeah, that these rooms are just as they appear.
Okay.
You don't find any hidden agendas.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
And last, of course, is the roof. He takes you up.
The roof.
The roof better
On the
not be
roof,
on fire.
they have repaired the catapult that is there. And the keep is now applying the red and brown of the barony. He tells Althea that she can repurpose and choose her own coat if she pleases, but this is what it has traditionally been. Make a perception check. Oh, hey, look. Rana's scanning the tree line. I guess Rana can make a perception check.
Well, I mean,
She has
Everyone,
been.
everyone can. Rana,
Look with your L5s. A shitty roll
Johnny.
for.
yeah. You don't see any elves, but you do see a sort of transparent spectral blue bear.
Ooh.
A blue bear.
Yes, you see them in the tree line.
Them. How many of them are
Bear.
there?
You see two. Sorry.
Bear is big and blue, not the house.
Huh.
Yes.
Nice.
Bears.
I'm
Bears.
glad somebody got that.
That's another Del Toro quest tier
It's
reference.
not. Yeah, same. Probably close to the same tier.
What are those?
Yeah, does anybody have any idea?
I'm asking Dargoloth, what are those?
He looks to where you're pointing and furrows his brow. And I have not seen those before.
I'm gonna insight that to see if
What
he's
is
truthful.
what does the
Like I said,
spectral
I
quality indicate to Rana?
Ghosts, or maybe summoned creatures.
like spirit totem types.
We need to get inside.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Probably quickly. Or unless you want an arrow in you, the arrow that, hit the side of the tank.
No, not really.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get in there.
Yeah.
Okay, you
You
quickly.
multi-class the monk, please.
What?
Rana will like crouch
monk.
down and like see if she can get a count.
Okay. The walls are crenellated, so you have some cover.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If Rhonda's staying up there to count, Johnny's gonna hang back with his shield and try and provide additional cover if possible. Or are you just like peering over the edge and keeping the crenellation for like 3/4 cover?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. As you are looking out, trying to count, you see one drawback on a enormous bow.
Okay.
One of them arrows, and is about to loose towards
How-
top
how
of the
far?
tower.
How far away is it from us?
Probably about 200 feet.
Yeah, down,
Okay.
down.
Bear?
Down. If she sees
Shooting
that,
at us?
down, back
Down,
inside.
down. Okay.
Okay. You rush back to the top of the tower would be a trapdoor and ladder. So you rush back to the ladder to descend as an arrow smashes into the wall on the other side. So
Did she?
Dargaloth, how long have they been stalking our lands?
I'm not sure what they are. Ghost bears.
No, the elves.
He's down with you as well. Yeah. He says, I didn't know that there were any other elves here besides these two. Gestures to Ambrose and three. Ambrose, Rana, and Valis.
Yeah, those guys are apparently after us, and they're not very talkative. They're more action oriented, apparently.
Yeah, they mean.
Yes, and they're brutally efficient as well. If there is only one squad, there are 8 of them. Approximately, maybe plus or minus 1 or 2, but they tend to run in squads of 8.
Ron, what to your knowledge, do you think that we are running the risk of them attacking the keep to get to you?
They probably
get
will.
us?
Yeah. They're
Okay.
going to attack. We might want to think about where we want to engage them. Probably not out in the tree line. They are expert fighters, but especially in trees. So we might any defenses that we have here probably only to our advantage.
Hmm.
Dargaloth, how quickly can those little pudgy things secure the keep?
He looks out a nearby arrow slit towards the front gates and turns back and says, "They've been killed."
Oh,
But
shit.
Kaz did tell me that we can summon more if you please.
No, thank you.
What a suggestion.
As a last resort.
I didn't think we would come under attack, so I didn't have any catapults or stones brought to the roof, but I suppose I could start doing that.
Did we actually park the Doom engine or not?
Yes,
Is
it's
it?
in the
It's
garage.
in the garage. Okay.
Yeah.
Did we close the doors?
Yes, closed and barred.
Okay. But the rest of the doors into the keep are not necessarily barred, closed and barred, because they were open when we came in, right?
Right.
Ooh. All right, Dargalath, what's the most defensible
Here in the keep.
position? Oh,
But
yes, I know.
You
but
have your
what's the most-
three. Oh well, the receiving hall, of course. That's where they could come in because of the door. If they climb to the top of the tower here, let's see, you have your three guards, so perhaps they should be called into the keep as well. Don't
Are
think
they
that
still
could
alive?
secure- He looks out the window again. I don't see them. I don't see that they're dead, so perhaps they're in the barrack.
All right.
I've never fought in a keep before, so where should we hole up?
Well, as you said, the receiving hall is likely going to be best. Johnny,
Yep.
Tonus, do you concur?
That's the main entry point. We can close half the doorways to make it a choke point at least. What kind of, it looks at Dargloth, what kind of furnishings are in the main entry hall right now that we can use for barricade or at least cover?
We have our dining tables there, and of course the Lady Shiftnell's chair. We have.
Sorry, just
Are the
looking at
dining
it.
tables at
Wow.
least
It's
are the
great.
dining tables at least thick, heavy wood?
Yes.
Good. We
There
can start
are.
with that.
What are those called? Long curtains that possibly use those to obstruct vision.
Hide behind the drapes. Hide behind the arras.
Yes, drapes. That's what those are. Cut those down and create some sort of soak them in oil and light it up. He swallows again.
Johnny is going to say, let's get down there. I'm going to use the furnishings to create as a bulwark barrier. And basically an internal wall.
Hopefully we can get there before they do.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on them giving us any time.
Anytime. Yeah, you're probably right.
Presumably we've been moving as we're talking.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, head back down. Probably double step, like taking stairs two at a time and rushing down.
Ambrose slides down a banister. That good stuff.
So, I forgot to mention that we also, put in this fire pole in the middle of the keep.
Oh, hell yeah!
I don't know how we didn't notice that before.
Goodness.
Okay, so then we will pick up with you guys going into the receiving hall to defend against the expected attack. And
Okay.
that'll be next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Got an idea for that. 5-foot cube. So 25 cubic feet of material.
I'll post a sketch of the area. It's not the battle map because
Yeah.
I'll have to develop. I'll have to like
Sure.
make that, but I'll do I'll show you a sketch, and
Yeah.
that'll be in general chat.
Yeah, Jacob, I'm going to reach out to you to talk about the creation spell. We'll talk about it offline if you got to go right now. So.
Yeah, I'm visiting family, so I will be logging out right now. But,
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to message and all.
Yeah, I'll pose my question to you in Discord chat. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. And then we'll.
Get ready
Well,
for a fight.
Yep.
These
and have
guys
some
are
fun with it.
brutal. These guys are brutal. So.
She keeps talking them up, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, well, they have to be brutal, so we'll add another damage
They're
die.
the War Clan.
I know.
And Rana will be like explaining what she knows about their tactics, their squad tactics, how they tend to assign roles, all that jazz. She'll be explaining that as quickly as she can.
And,
Give us the cliff notes while we're walking.
Yeah, exactly.
and hopefully Johnny and Tonist will be able to parse that and say, okay, so here's
what
how we
should
fight
do.
against them.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's how we break their tactics.
Right.
Big Hammer is probably
Big hammer to chest.
Big hammer,
Oh.
big gnome. Yeah.
I've got such a
I know.
gruesome idea.
we get the battle
Okay.
wagon in this building.
No, it's a level 6 spell. It's called Blade Barrier.
Ooh.
Other-
Mass cast that
used
as
that
us.
on you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a funny. He cast the spell that has barrier in the name at us. But yes, I
sure.
agree, he casted that, you guys.
Yeah. Blade Barrier is just pretty vicious.
Isn't it just like Knife Storm?
Not really.
Do you have Blade Barrier prepared?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah.
All right,
I
and now
have
the GM knows, so he's.
No, it's okay. It's what?
Anyway,
All right.
have
so
a great week, Alizon.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
have a good
I
time.
hope you
Talk
can
to y'all
get rid of
later.
that
Yep.
cough.
Yeah.
Have a
Yeah,
good-
we'll see.
have
I
a
mean,
good
if
night, homies.
if I don't, I'll just tear my throat out. It'll be fine.
Oh my god! Stop saying stuff like that, please!
Oh my god. Hardcore.
All right, talk to y'all later, guys. Have a good one.
Bye!
Yeah,
later.
Have a good week.